Anthony, Fox News, and President Trump is touting deals he's making.
The deals will create jobs and opportunity, wealth, tremendous wealth and security for both sides and for both sides of the Pacific.
The president said that at a business dinner in Tokyo after addressing troops on a U.S. aircraft carrier stationed in Japan with the new Prime Minister Sanai Takaichi.
So we're still awaiting some details on what agreements they reached. We know Japan is looking at buying Ford F-150s, for instance. Up next, the president is going to be on to South Korea, which is also struggling to make good on its $350 billion investment pledge that they struck to get a better tariff rate. It is likely that South Korea's leadership was watching how things went in Japan, and if they were smart, probably taking notes.
Now, in Japan, they're pledging to invest more than $500 billion into the U.S. Fox's Jackie Heinrich was there in Tokyo. Now, the president in South Korea will also meet with China's leader Xi Jinping and has suggested even a potential sit-down with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. Hurricane Melissa is closing in on Jamaica, where many are packed into shelters fearing the worst from the most powerful storm to ever hit Jamaica.
A Category 5 with winds packing maybe up to 175 miles per hour. By the time it makes its way up here, which is a northeast track after landfall, we will likely be in a Category 4 still as it exits the island of Jamaica.
Fox Weather's Robert Ray in St. Anne Parish. In addition to wind damage, there's concern about storm surge and over 3 feet of rain causing mudslides and catastrophic flooding in Jamaica. A sheriff's deputy is being mourned the day after being murdered in San Bernardino County, California.
I don't even know what to say. We're embedded in sorrow. Unfortunately for our department, this has happened way too often.
Sheriff Shannon Dykes, the alleged gunman, crashed his motorcycle in a high-speed chase and is now hospitalized. America's listening to Fox News.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Severe from Vicks.
Sinex Severe Nasal Spray.
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Severe instantly relieves nasal congestion and works 6 times faster than nasal decongestant tablets. The 12 hours of relief allow you to get back to the moments that matter without congestion.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it.
Try Sinex Severe from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
Let's go.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
The House Oversight Committee, led by Republicans, has put out a report on President Biden's time in office, calling for executive actions he signed by AutoPen to be voided as they investigate the use of the AutoPen and if the administration misled Americans about the president's mental fitness. Now, a Biden spokesperson tells Fox Digital there was no conspiracy, no cover-up, no wrongdoing, and Republicans should stop focusing on political retribution and instead work to end the government shutdown. Now, that's now in 28th day, with most federal workers still not working and unpaid. Those deemed essential who keep working also not getting checks.
The American Federation of Government Employees is calling on Congress to pass a stopgap measure that would reopen the government, with the president of the union representing over 800,000 federal employees saying, quote, "It's time to pass a clean, continuing resolution and end this shutdown today. No half measures, no gamesmanship." The Senate is expected to vote on the measure today that would extend government funding until mid to late November. It's unclear if enough Democrats will be swayed to reach the 60 votes needed to break the Senate filibuster. On Capitol Hill, Ryan Schmelz, Fox News.
On Wall Street, more record highs could be set. Stock futures are rising after yesterday's all-time high closes for the Dow, Nasdaq, and S&P 500. At baseball's World Series, the second longest game ever that finally ended in the bottom of the 18th inning.
Freeman sends a fly ball to center field. Varsho's going back before the clock strikes midnight. Freddie Freeman has ended it.
Freddie Freeman's home run won it for the defending champion Dodgers, beating the Blue Jays 6-5 on Fox. A heartbreaker for Toronto fans who were still up watching after 2:30 this morning. Los Angeles takes a 2-1 series lead, and they'll play again tonight. On Monday Night Football, the Kansas City Chiefs beat the Washington Commanders 28-7. I'm Dave Anthony, and this is Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Trial of Sean Grayson enters its second week. Former Sangamon County Sheriff's deputy charged with murder in the shooting death of Sandra Massey in her home in July of last year. First week of testimony concluded Friday when a law professor told jurors Grayson's actions were, quote, tactically unsound and inconsistent with accepted police practices. Dream, a group in Champaign County that focuses on helping at-risk youth, showed how far an organization has come over the weekend. The program, Hope for the Future, uses community violence interventions and a victim advocacy program to try and make neighborhoods a better place to live. Illinois State Police warning drivers to keep an eye out for deer during the fall, which the DNR says is when many of the accidents involving deer occur. Most deer vehicle accidents happen from October to December between the hours of 5 to 10 p.m. and 5 to 8 a.m. Accidents also peak in May and June. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Hey, good morning. Nice to have you listening on this Tuesday, October 28. So, what time do you wake up?
3 this morning.
You could have watched the end of the World Series game.
Are they still playing?
No, they. I finally. I was on the couch, kind of sleeping, but kind of not, and
yeah.
I looked at.
That happens to me after about 8:15, 8:30.
Yeah. Me too. Well, it was 1:39.
Oh, wow.
And I'm going, okay, I'm done. It was 16 innings. The Dodgers end up winning the game in 18 innings, but I think it ended about 2:33, so you might have been able to see the end of that thing. It was
just
the longest.
Freddie Freeman, right?
Yep.
Freddie Freeman.
6 hours and 39 minutes on that game.
18 innings. The Dodgers win on a walk-off by a home run, Freddie Freeman. Apparently the air in Chavez Ravine in Los Angeles at Dodger Stadium, it gets heavy at night.
Yeah, so heavy at night and much lighter by day, yeah.
Well, and Freddie had hit one that he thought was out earlier, so the catcher of the Dodgers, he kind of flipped the bat, thought it was over, and it just ended at the wall. So Freddie said that he hit this one. He said, because of what I was seeing, I didn't know.
And it went to straightaway dead center field.
Dead center field, and 6 hours, 39 minutes, it's over. Dodgers take a 2-1 lead. 17 hours from the end of that game, Shohei Ohtani takes the mound. Shohei Ohtani, we are watching a Babe Ruth kind of figure here.
Mm-hmm, true.
He was on base 9 out of 9 times.
Wow.
He's earning that big salary and deferred salary.
He's you know what? You think, well, what one guy? Yeah, that guy. He was 4 for 4, 2 home runs, 2 doubles. They walked him. Then they walked him 4 straight times without pitching to him, saying, we ain't playing with you. They walked him. They walked him 4 times. Tonight, Shohei's going to pitch. Then he's going to lead off for the Dodgers. I would hold my 4 fingers up every single time. Walk him. We're not pitching to you.
Yeah. So, just walk from the dugout in the batting circle to first base. Don't even go to the batter's
You're
box.
done because they were losing 5-4 in the bottom of the 7th. Shohei hits a home run, tied it up.
It's pretty amazing, sometimes you see these players that are not having great postseasons, and I believe that was Freddie Freeman, not, just not doing what he normally does, and then does the walk-off in 18 innings, so.
What you need to do is bottle and figure out who responds in tough, stressful moments, because you can't recruit anybody in any sport at the college level. You don't know what they're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know how they're going to react. I mean, Shohei Ohtani's just, wow, to do it on the biggest stage is nuts. Anyway, it's
so. Did they sing the 7th inning stretch twice, like in the going into the bottom of the 14th inning?
Yeah, I don't know. I was on the couch. Don't remember.
Yeah. That's with me.
So anyway, it was just historic. I got the Freddie call when he hit the home run. I got him after the game. You want to hear a little of that? We'll do that. Coming up, first meteorologist Greg Solier. I'm Stevie J. That's Diane Ducey.
Good morning.
Our weather is brought to you by the Urbana Park District.
Reminding you that Indoor Aquatic Center is open. Plus, you've got the Health and Wellness Center. So many great fall and into winter programs to stay healthy and fit. Explore your options at urbanaparks.org.
Also have some Brett Bielma coming up. First meteorologist Greg Solier. Cloudy start in downtown Philo, my friend. What say you?
Yeah, kind of a variety of cloud features out there with a system coming in from the northwest, some deeper Gulf moisture, and a feature up aloft coming out of the southern plains, some showers and thunderstorms down in through Oklahoma, the Arklatex, some rain over parts of the western Corn Belt, nothing too impressive there. And we're already beginning to see a little fetch of moisture. The draw from Melissa, boy, that's just absolutely catastrophic issues down there in Jamaica and Haiti and some of those Caribbean islands on a Cat 4, Cat 5, small in stature and scale, but big time with wind and rain and surf and all that. Anyway, we will draw some degree of moisture from Melissa up northward, get a system to come up through the Ohio. We'll get some rain around here over the next 36 hours or so. And other than a passing sprinkle in the first couple of days of November, pretty quiet weather pattern shaping up for the first half of November. So for today, out the door this morning, 47 at Willard and Savoy, 46 at Rantoul, 46 at Danville as well, 43 at Bloomington Normal and around Peoria. A few sprinkles at the Mississippi right now and down towards Evansville. Now you may see one or two of those this morning and maybe a stray shower this afternoon. Lots of dry hours today, mostly cloudy, increasing east-northeasterly wind and up to about 58. Occasional rain for early on tonight, a break, and then back in after midnight down to 45. Tomorrow rather windy, rainy in the morning, maybe a stray shower in the afternoon with some peaks of sun. But that northeast to north wind may gust to 30 miles per hour and a high tomorrow at 54. But the sun returns Thursday at 56 and still a dry Halloween Friday, partly cloudy, bit breezy, and we'll kick off trick-or-treater time at about 2-3 in the afternoon at 58 degrees there. 54 on Saturday, a sprinkle Sunday. Don't forget the time change at 56 and quiet weather into Monday and Tuesday of next week with highs at 55 to 60 degrees. For CBJ Broadcasting, I'm your host, Greg Solje.
All right, buddy. Thank you so much. Off and running. Here we go. October 28. I got some Brett Bielema from yesterday's press conference. All eyes on Rutgers. That's a good thing to do, to completely flip over. What is it? Kind of hard to understand is I thought defensively USC, even though they scored 31 points on us, was better. Ohio State, I thought we played pretty good. They had short fields, but I thought the defense played. And then you get to Washington, you go, wait a minute, my guy isn't even in the frame of who he's supposed to be guarding, and the guy catches the ball and scores a touchdown. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. So we are last in the Big Ten in defense. We are allowing 40 points a game against Big Ten teams. And yeah, so it's very concerning.
We've got some peaks and valleys on this team.
Well, it just when you have it just didn't look like we knew what to do.
Okay.
It was just not good. So what you got to do is fix it as best you can with what you got. But it's, again, when you set expectations and then you bring me along with it, there's more disappointment. And so we're still headed to a bowl. I'm very confident of heading to the bowl. A bowl. I don't know which bowl. But I think we'll get a win. I think it'll be Saturday. We're 12.5-point favorites over Rutgers.
Okay.
We want to go to a bowl. You remember in July when I suggested my goal is a bowl because Illinois hasn't been successful in going back-to-back bowls. So I thought that was a worthy goal,
right?
As opposed to we're going to win it all. I didn't ever feel that. I didn't think we were there. I thought we had a lot of returning players, but I did not think we were a national championship team. It's just hard to be at that level. If you watch Texas A&M, you watch all these teams that are perennially in the top 10. It just looks different. They got 4- and 5-star guys and better guys. Our guys develop. Witherspoon's the best guy. Devin Witherspoon, who made $35 million as a Seattle Seahawk. Mm-hmm. And because he came in, nobody wanted him, didn't get any offers, and 0 stars. And look what happened. So we can develop. But the odds that a 4- and 5-star guy are going to be better, it's just hard to be Georgia. It's hard to be Ohio State. But we're a bowl team. We're going to be a bowl team this year. It's 2 years in a row. Then next year I want to go to a bowl. And then at that point, you start, getting better people to the point of that level, if that's what you want to do, if you want to be in the playoffs, that kind of thing. So anyway, it's just a little letdown because, again, we were kind of all getting around this, hey, we might be relevant in November.
Right.
All of that.
I know it.
So it's just imagine how they're feeling. So you got to, what Brett's doing is flipping right around saying, let's go. We got a big game against Rutgers, and it is big. You lose that, then we'll have lost 3 in a row. So we can't lose this game. So I think it'll be a sellout. I think it'll be lots of bounce in the crowd. I think there'll be a lot of bounce on the field. I think we'll look a lot better because Rutgers isn't Washington. But let's go.
And we'll be continuing our 100-year-plus tradition with the Dads Association that began in 1920 for Saturday's Dad's Day, honoring the dads of the Fighting Illini. That might put a little skip in the step of some of the players, certainly the band and cheerleaders. When you
dads
see
out there with the cheerleaders saying, "Oh, Dad, what'd you do?"
Right.
We everything kind of settled in the middle there.
So they're meeting for the 10th time in program history. The Illini are 6-3 all time against Rutgers, with wins in 4 of the last 5 meetings. So this is our 4th straight sellout. We're still doing some tickets here on ESPN 93.5. If you want to text in Illini, 217-359-2255. Try to win from Parlor Donuts, Old Farm Shops in Champaign, and 2 locations of Jet's Pizza. So get in on the fun and let's go. What was the reaction with Jay Lehman? You mentioned...
Yeah, Jay was
pretty much honest.
He's always honest. He said he's been on teams with bad defenses. He's been on teams with good defenses. But Jay Lehman yesterday on the drive with Evan and Curtis, was very candid and said, we're just not a great defense.
Okay.
So what we try and do now with the last 4 games is put some things together, see if you can win all 4. But, one more, we go to a bowl, and then the better bowls come, the sunnier bowls go, the more you win. I think if you get to 8, you're probably in a very nice bowl. 9, obviously, be comparable to last year. Yeah, you forget that. You're going, oh, man, we might still win 10. It's possible to still do what we did last year. We'll feel pretty good at that point if you win all these in a row.
Mm-hmm.
But the only game is Rutgers, and it's 11 a.m. Saturday.
That's right. And we had Coach Brad Underwood in men's basketball coming to the mic yesterday. Mihajlo Petrovic is eligible with the NCAA doing all the paperwork. He has been cleared.
Yeah, that's big. He's a 22-year-old kid, 22, with 3 years of eligibility.
Yes.
And he's a very fine player.
So we're gearing up for a great 25-26 season, but he's nursing a hamstring.
He's got a hammy, so he might not be playing next week. I don't know.
Well, and it's Jackson State out of the gate on November 3rd. So we already heard the details about Game 3 in the bottom of the 18th inning, and Freddie Freeman's 406-foot pop to center field. It's interesting that you mentioned the air is a little different.
It's heavier.
After 6 hours and 39 minutes of play.
The warm air, dark comes in. I guess the air gets heavier, I suppose. So anyway, I'll have that clip and Brett's clips from yesterday's press conference here coming up.
Kansas City over Washington, 28-7. Kansas City's 5-3 on this season. Had a Bulls win. They're 3-0. 128-123 winners over Atlanta yesterday.
Isle's been playing a little bit more, and he had a pretty good number of points game before last. So.
Okay.
Isle DeSumo, former Illini.
That's right. Tracking
him. All right, so I'll get the Brett Bielema. We've got, again, the Freddie Freeman home run with the crowd. And I just don't know. I guess in L.A., it ended about 1 a.m. But in Toronto, think about this.
Right.
In Toronto, it's about 4 a.m. The game's over. You used every pitcher you had, and you lost.
Man.
That must be devastation. They're going to have to really strap it on. Toronto's really good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, our weather this time with meteorologist Greg Solier being brought to you by Carl.
Reminding you it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and if you'd like to get a mammogram done, we highly recommend that. Better chance for survival. Learn more about the Mills Breast Cancer Institute at carl.org.
All right, we'll check your Fox business coming up in just a moment. First, our meteorologist Greg Solier looking toward the end of this October. What do we got?
Low again at 1. Let's check weather. Free Central Illinois, Champaign-Urbana vicinity. Pieces and bits of a weather system from the northwest, the southwest, Gulf, and Atlantic moisture, helping to spin up an impressive early autumn weather system up through the Ohio. That'll generate some spells of wind-driven rainfall across the area. Things will quiet down over the course of Halloween and into the early days of November and beyond. For today, mostly cloudy, couple of sprinkles in spots later this morning, a shower for the afternoon, and a few locales, and a high at 58 on an east-northeasterly wind. Occasional rain tonight, and again after midnight comes back in too with a low down to 45, increasing northeast wind. Rather windy and rainy for the day tomorrow. Rain in the morning, a shower in the afternoon, partly sunny skies, so at 54, and the north wind up to 30 miles per hour. Shower early tomorrow night, low down to 39 with sunshine, and 56 on Thursday. Halloween Friday, partly cloudy but breezy, and 58 in the afternoon. 54 on Saturday, maybe a few sprinkles Sunday into Monday. High temperatures over the back end of the weekend into the middle 50s. For Stevie J Broadcasting, meteorologist Greg Solgay.
Take charge of the years ahead with a smart, sound investment strategy and business succession plan. Busey Bank's business and wealth management experts help you envision your best future with powerful insights and proven strategies. Building business and growing wealth since 1868, Busey Bank, proud to be the official bank of the Fighting Illini. Member FDIC.
I'm Charles Payne, and this is the Fox Business Report.
UPS shares are up 12%. Its profit declined from a year ago, but the shipping giant is holding up better than expected, and UPS says it is well positioned to navigate the peak holiday shopping season. Thousands of people at Amazon are losing their jobs. The shopping and tech giant is cutting 14,000 corporate staff. The layoffs going out today are across human resources, advertising, business units, and cloud computing. Companies are stepping up spending on artificial intelligence, which means they're looking for ways to cut costs elsewhere. Royal Caribbean shares down 8%. Even though its earnings were upbeat, the cruise company is increasing its forecast for the year, though Wall Street was expecting that to be even more optimistic. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jenny Cosola. Invested in you.
You never know who might be taking the quiz.
Hi, I'm Teresa Giudice.
I'm Clay Aiken.
I am Dre DeMatteo.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jill Whelan.
Hey, everybody. It's Billy Baldwin.
It's Patricia Heaton.
Hey, everyone. I'm Nicole Palizzi.
It's Candace Bushnell.
Hey, everyone. It's Henry Golding.
Hey, everybody's Kevin Nealon.
I'm Ted Lange, and it's time to take the quiz. 5 questions in less than 5 minutes every day. Listen and follow at thequiz.fox.
Doug and his family had big plans. They were ready to buy a new home, but they also needed to sell their current one quickly. So they contacted the experts at the Nate Evans Group. After it was all done in his 5-star review, Doug said that Nate from the Nate Evans Group was always responsive, professional, worked tirelessly to make both transactions happen smoothly.
Yeah, Nate, on top of every detail, keeping the process organized and stress-free. That's partly because of all the experience that he and his agents have at the Nate Evans Group with eXp Realty, getting you that immediate cash offer on your home. What's your timeline like? Sell your home for the most money possible and call the only agent I would call if I needed to sell my home. It's Nate Evans. Take down the number, 217-239-7113. A friend you can trust, been a part of this market forever. Has a strong partnership with Zillow, knows some of the top builders in the region. If you're looking for new developments before they go up and new construction homes, if that's your jam. So just do an online search to Nate Evans Group and start packing.
Sell your home with Nate. Pick the price, pick the day. Go to theNateEvansGroup.com.
Hi, this is Steve from Good Vibes.
And I'm Canelo Luga, linebacker and special teamer.
Hey, KO, is it a good thing to be ranked, or would you rather be the underdog?
Oh, it's better to be ranked. You can't just look past the next opponent, though. Coach sees to it that nobody gets overconfident. On the other hand, it's a big deal taking down any ranked team.
I get it. When somebody comes into our store, we're sure we can take care of them, but we don't assume the deal just because Good Vibes has ranked #1 in the People's Choice Contest again.
Speaking of ranked, what's up with Sony? Bravia 5, 7, 8, or 9?
In Sony's lineup, 3 is backlit, 5 is mini LED, 7 is brighter mini LED, 9 is the best mini LED, Bravia 8 is OLED with better viewing angle and black level, and the 8 Mark II is the hybrid panel that won the King of TV award again.
That's a lot to keep track of. And that's just Sony.
Good thing I don't have to keep track of run versus pass, shedding blockers, and tackling without getting flagged. I think I'll stay in my lane.
Good plan.
Ho, ho, ho! The first Saturday of December is always marked on my calendar to visit Curtis Orchard between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m.
Oh boy, cookies with Santa. It's such a great tradition at Curtis Orchard. With the personalized keepsake ornament, letters to Santa, the new Dig and Play sensory table, and of course, decorating cookies.
Book online, you may even get a picture with me. Ho, ho.
Tap the event tab and get signed up at curtisorchard.com.
Diane, I was going over my naughty or nice list, and I think we need to talk.
Oh, we're all out of time.
For over 70 years, Beck's Country Shop has been Central Illinois' premier furniture store. With over 23,000 square feet of showroom filled with quality brands, you'll be sure to find that perfect piece to fit your home. Beck's offers free delivery and removal of your old items. They even sell off the showroom floor, so you don't have to wait for weeks or months. They pride themselves on hassle-free service and quality furniture at fair prices. Located on Route 45 in Urbana, visit Justin or Lance today at Beck's Country Shop Furniture. All right, ESPN 93.5, the government's still closed. This will be probably the longest closed government time of our history, believe it or not. One of the unions, the federal unions that are typically Democratic, came out yesterday and said we need to get back to work, and we would like the Democrats to vote for the continuing resolution, the clean continuing resolution. That came from one of the major unions that I think represent 1 million federal workers. Getting a little hairy here, so we'll see what happens and see if Chuck Schumer can tell some of his people to vote with the Republicans. He said, I'll probably have to blast you. That's one suggestion coming out of inside Washington. So see what happens. The SNAP program, the EBT, where you get food stamps essentially, that goes away Saturday. And a lot of people are freaking out.
Yeah.
And threatening all this and that, which I don't think is the proper response. But if you're desperate and you need to feed your kids, you'll say things you probably normally wouldn't say.
That's right.
All right, 7:26. Here it is. Freddie Freeman, after 6 hours and 38 minutes, the 39th minute of that 6th hour went pretty well. 5-5. Bottom of the 18th.
11:50 in Los Angeles. Freeman sends a fly ball to center field. Varsho's going back before the clock strikes midnight. Freddie Freeman has ended it. It's a repeat hero with the last word on a Game 3 classic.
Unbelievable. Freddie Freeman, perennial All-Star, future Hall of Famer. The crowd went crazy at midnight.
Sounds like everybody stuck around.
Everybody stuck around. It's a big game of Game 3.
It takes 6 hours and 39 minutes. It takes 18 innings to end the longest game in World Series history. It takes 4 scoreless innings from Will Klein. One of a number of heroes in this game, but in the end, the ultimate hero is a familiar one, and he's with Ken Rosenthal.
Thanks, Joe. Freddie, walk-off grand slam, Game 1 last year, walk-off in Game 3 this year.
Yeah.
This was an epic game.
Yeah, I know.
What was it like to be a part of it?
Oh, my. It took a little long.
They dumped him with Gatorade. He's cold.
This one took a little longer, but this game was incredible. Our bullpen was absolutely incredible, so thank you. Yeah, Will Klein, absolutely incredible.
So many heroes in this game. For you, when Kershaw came out of the bullpen in the 12th, bases loaded, what was that like?
That was awesome. His first pitch was 89, his slider. I was like, oh, baby, we got old vintage Clayton back. Coming to the biggest spot like that, no better person you want on the mound than Clayton Kershaw.
All right, Freddie Freeman, after his game-winning home run, the bottom of the 18th, longest World Series game ever. And now they play 17 hours from the last pitch. They're back up tonight at 5 Pacific, 7 Central, 8 Eastern. And yeah, that was some kind of instant classic, as they call it.
Yes.
The Dodgers win in LA, and now they lead the series 2-1. It just, regardless of who's playing, there's such an electricity in the Super Bowl and the World Series. There's just an energy there that is very unusual, where everybody's really, really geared up for this. So it worked out for the Dodgers last night. Shohei Ohtani, the greatest player of our time, going to be one of the greatest players of all time, hit 2 home runs, had 2 doubles, walked 5 times. The man was on base 9 times. 9 for 9.
Man.
Nobody, I bet, has ever done that.
Right.
He set a mark the other game when he hit 3 home runs and then pitched 6 innings and struck out 10 batters. Nobody had ever done that. It's a remarkable thing you're watching here. And if you're Toronto, you don't pitch to him for the rest of the season. You're walking every time because you're not going to beat me. Now, behind him, Mookie Betts, then Freddie Freeman, and they got some good hitters behind him. But Shohei would not beat me. I would not let him see another pitch. Just remarkable. It really is. 9 times on base in a baseball game.
Showtime, baby.
It's amazing.
Age 31.
Yeah, he played 6 years for the Angels. Nobody saw any games.
That's right.
He was MVP twice,
Mm-hmm.
but now he's in his prime and will be paid a lot of money on the back end when he's done playing baseball.
Right. He had that 10-year, $700 million contract.
I think it came out to 8 something.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So he's getting $2 million salary and untold on endorsements, but $63 million per year from 2033 to 2044. $63 million. He won't be playing. Or he'll be very late in his career. All right, I got Brett Bielema. He's commenting on stuff and getting ready for Rutgers. We're 5-3. I mean, if you were 5-3 5 years ago, you'd be jumping up and down, man, going to parties. But it's a different level now. We'll be right back.
News. I'm CJ Papa. President Trump in Japan speaking to business leaders.
Japan is already America's 6th largest trading partner, and I think as of today, that's gone up probably 2 notches, and the number 1 source of foreign direct investment.
President adding it up, saying Japan will be investing $550 billion into the U.S. Amazon confirming today it will hand pink slips to 14,000 corporate employees. It's the behemoth's biggest round of layoffs in years, the company looking to invest more in AI. A catastrophe awaits Jamaica from Hurricane Melissa.
It will be a Category 5 upon landfall. That landfall is going to be remarkable, and the devastation that's going to happen upon landfall and even into the center of the island is going to be something to behold.
Fox Weather's Robert Ray on the north side of the island. America's listening to Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. $6 million will be parceled out to housing counseling agencies across the state to improve financial education. In central Illinois, several counseling agencies will be getting a slice of that money. Illinois Housing Development Authority will expand pre-purchase home buyer education and foreclosure prevention counseling services for thousands of Illinois families. Illinois State Police warning drivers to keep an eye out for deer during the fall, which the IDNR says is when many of the accidents involving deer occur. Most deer vehicle accidents happen from October to December between the hours of 5 to 10 p.m. and 5 to 8 a.m. according to the IDNR. Also, accidents happen in May and June. Trial of Sean Grayson entered its second week. The former Sangamon County Sheriff's deputy charged with murder in the shooting death of Sonia Massey in her home of July last year. First week of testimony concluded Friday. But a law professor said Grayson's actions were, quote, tactically unsound and inconsistent with police policy. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Check your weather now, brought to you by Kramer Siding and Window.
Your premier provider for home improvements. Maybe you need a new decorative door to really be a centerpiece for your home. You can find out the deals and be more weather efficient at kramersiding.com.
Logan, everyone, let's check weather. Free Central Illinois, Champaign and Bennett this Saturday. Early autumn weather system up out of the southern plains to the Ohio. Generate a few spells of wind-driven rainfall over the next 36 to 48 hours. Quiet, dry weather for Thursday and Halloween on Friday, other than a sprinkle for the weekend. Easy to take early November weather right on through a good part of next week as well. A couple of sprinkles in spots this morning, maybe a stray shower this afternoon. Increasing east-northeasterly wind at a mostly cloudy high of 58. Occasional rain for tonight, down to 45. East-northeast wind 10 to 20 and gusty. Tomorrow rather windy with rain at times in the morning, a shower in the afternoon. Some peaks of sun though. Highs at about 54 with a gusty northeast to north wind up to 30 miles per hour. Tomorrow night a shower chance early, partly cloudy, 39 for the low. Sunshine and 56 on Thursday, partly cloudy, a bit breezy, dry though for Halloween Friday at 58 in the afternoon. Partly sunny, 54 on Saturday, first day of November. Maybe a sprinkle Sunday into Monday. Again, daytime temperatures into the 50s. For CBJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
Here's another home improvement insight from Kramer Siding and Window, a proud member of Prairie Home Alliance. A new front door can instantly upgrade the look of your home and make it more energy efficient. The Kramer Siding and Window team can also install French doors to your deck or patio, welcoming the outside in, or storm doors for an extra layer of protection against the elements. The estimate is free, financing is available, and the business is local. Schedule your beautiful new door today and save 25%. Call us, click on kramersiding.com, or visit the showroom in Champaign.
And I Volleyball is on the air.
Hey Illini fans, it's head coach Chris Thomas with Fighting Illini Volleyball. This year we celebrate the 100th anniversary of historic Huff Hall, and I want you to join us for the Party at Huff all season long as we honor a century of incredible moments and build the future of Illinois volleyball together. The energy, the fans, the tradition, you don't want to miss it. Get your tickets now at fightingillini.com. Let's pack Huff and keep the celebration going. ILL.
From computer systems to brakes and tires too, at PDR, fixing cars is what they do. Remember, when you turn the key and the car won't run, call 367-9481 or use their dedicated text-only line at 383-0619. Additional information including repair quotes and online scheduling requests available from the website at pdrauto.com. Remember, they are what's best for your truck or car. They are PDR. All right, 7:35. We got high school football playoffs are upon us. Here we are.
Yeah, we forgot to mention that yesterday. The breakdown. I know our Unity Rockets will be facing Mount Carmel at Hicks Field in Tolono at 2:00 on Saturday.
Yeah, that is a 4. Unity's a 4 seed. Mount Carmel, I think former state champ, is a 13.
Mm-hmm.
And Monticello's a 5. They play Paris. And then Benton is a 3. They got to go to 14 St. Joe Ogden.
Okay.
So the Spartans are going to try and move from there. The Gibson City Melvin Sibley will be playing Ottawa Marquette. Gibson City's a 6. Casey Westfield will play at Red Hill. Tuscola has Nokomis. Tuscola's a 5. Nokomis is a 12.
Okay.
The lower seed should win, or the higher seed rather should win. And then Dupo a 3 at Catlin Salt Fork. A 3 versus a 14. Centennial made it.
Mm-hmm.
So they just looked like they have a pretty tough matchup. And Muhammad Seymour made it. Muhammad Seymour against number 9, Marion, 8 versus a 9.
There you go, Bulldogs.
Yep, and Oak Forest, number 2, comes to Centennial, or I can't tell where these games are at. Anyway, it's the matchups. Oak Forest and Champion Centennial making it in. So good for Centennial getting in the playoffs again. Okay, Brett Bielema met the media yesterday following the 42-25 loss to Washington.
Because of what we've been able to do and how we've been able to do it. The last time we lost 2 games back-to-back was last year with Oregon and Minnesota, and it's just not a feeling that we want to get used to. And my main message to our guys yesterday was obviously we needed to correct the film and take a step forward and see the things that we did wrong. But, it took forever to get the feeling out of our building that not failure, but losing was acceptable or setbacks were okay. Especially, from our coaching standpoint, breeding that into our players. And I just, after the game, watching our players' reactions in the locker room, watching a little bit on Sunday, I just had a leadership council meeting with our guys last night and wanted to remind them of that, right? Like, as soon as you begin to feel that or see that or understand that or allow it, that becomes more of a common factor than you want. So I really stress to our guys to make sure that we're focused on the things at hand. I think they are and they will. But I'm very aware of that as a head coach. It took me forever to get that thing going in the right direction, and it's really important to keep it and maintain it. And that, with that being said, to our fans as well, like I know they're disappointed to, obviously they weren't probably at Washington, but a lot of them were here at Ohio State, probably one of the best environments, even though it wasn't a winning performance for us. Like I just really felt that environment for the Ohio State game, and really the week before or 2 weeks before that for USC was a game changer. And we talk a lot about family in here, and I say it all the time to our fans, like, do really feel like we're all in this together. I think the world of college football is so insane right now with a lot of things that are happening, right? Like you can see and understand like the presence and the awareness of what Josh has created here at Illinois in our athletic department, and especially here in football. That feeling, I think our guys really genuinely react to the fan base. And I know you're disappointed, but I would just encourage you to, set the clocks early. I think the tailgate situation got worked out. We should be able to get into our lots plenty early enough and be where they need to be to set up a great environment. Rutgers is a very good football team.
Yeah, we know Rutgers is good, and we beat them 6 out of 9 times, mostly, I think, under Brett Bielema. So they'll come in, and again, we're like 12-point favorites. It's a game where we're better than Rutgers. We've got to go execute and got to play well and got to win. Mm-hmm. And you got to play defense somewhere along the line. You got to improve something here in the last 4 weeks there.
Every week's kind of a little bit different. I've just known, Greg for a long time. I know the defense coordinator, played against our offensive coordinator now a couple of years. So we did sit down this morning. On Mondays, we start, we go pretty late on Sundays. Monday mornings, I usually leave it alone in the morning, but I did start off right away with a meeting this morning with the defense, kind of just I put together a presentation on how I see the game. Like a lot of times I actually don't want to force what I see on them, because I think a lot of times the more views that you have on the same scenario is actually very beneficial. But I worked a lot last night, got in early this morning and put together a feeling on what I thought I saw from Rutgers offensively. I shared that with the offense staff. We met for a couple hours and want to do that before they jumped into their true game plan, finalizing things. So it'll be a work in progress. Tomorrow night will be a little bit more third down generated. We always work third down Wednesday, Thursday. So I'll be kind of a day ahead of where they're at on the field, and that's kind of how I decided to roll. I have a lot of confidence in our players, and more important, a lot of confidence in our coaches. Been around them. I told them last Sunday afterwards. Obviously, Sunday was a really tough day, which I think is a good thing. If nobody was hurting or nobody was feeling it, then that'd be a bad thing. But I thought I said to them, listen, like where we're at and what we're doing is a part of our past. The only thing we control is tomorrow. So we had to have a really good Sunday. Really stress that to our players. Another thing that we really talk a lot in the building about is communication. One of the most prideful things that I have since I've been here is just the way we communicate and talk, not just in our building, but the way we talk with people on campus, the way we talk with the academics, the way we talk with the medical people. There are just so many bridges that have been built since I've been here on all the things that make the football game really easy. So defensively, they've been a part of that. Some of those guys in that room actually played for me, so they know the importance that I believe in communicating. So I did encourage our players, if there's anything they have on their chest that they want to say or do, to talk to their coaches. I know Aaron had some meetings on Sunday with kind of our group leaders on defense, but it's always, we all have these relationships, right? Like we all have relationships, personal relationships, friendship relationships, husband, wives, co-workers. For me as a head coach, my position of leadership, everybody thinks it's all this in a bag of chips, and it is really, really good. But a lot of times to lead through adversity is one of the most difficult things to do.
No question. Character isn't measured by when you win all your games. It's measured by what happens when things go south. Now, we haven't gone south. You have to think about the expectations versus we're 5-3. 5-3 at Illinois normally is a party, a midweek party. Mm-hmm. And so we were just thinking playoffs. You had me thinking playoffs. You had me thinking playoffs. We are still a good football team. And you just go play Saturday. But what's different is Fox Noon isn't coming back. Nobody's talking about us anymore. We're out of the playoffs. It's a letdown. You can't let that carry over to Saturday because there's teams that are right there with us on a Saturday. Mm-hmm. We might be favored, but doesn't mean you win. So we got to go play really, really well, really, really hard, and really focused. We do that, we're going to win. And then we get another week off. And then we play 3 late November games, 2 at home. So it's a chance to make this, when you look back 5 years, you're going to say, man, we were 8-4, 9-3. That wasn't, we really got beat by Indiana. I mean, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But you're going to think we lost 3 quality teams. We beat a really good USC team. And that was coming off that tough loss to Indiana.
Yeah.
So I think we'll play very well. I think we're going to miss Luke Altmaier. And I think who's going to be my quarterback moving forward, we just have not had the luxury. In fact, I'd like to know the last time Illinois had a quarterback for 3 years. In this day and age, if they're your starter, chances are they're going out to the NFL if they're really good and you're in a big program. But everything has been ratcheted up, which is part of the process. It generally doesn't happen overnight like we're seeing at Indiana. That's just stunning. And I don't know how that works. You got pretty good players playing on the same page, and I don't know. It's just those things don't happen. I can't name another example where a team of that level flipped like that based on what they were. An easy Saturday afternoon in Bloomington, no problem, we'll win. That's gone, man.
Yeah.
It's another really good opponent.
You're right.
So anyway, it's we're good. It's just, again, the expectations are everything. But what he said, crazy things going on in college football. Everybody's getting fired. I think there's 9 coaches fired after 5 or 6 weeks.
Already, the coaches carousel has started to spin.
And yet you're thinking, okay, well, maybe we can improve our staff. There's a lot of available coaches, and Brett knows them all.
Right.
So maybe at the end of the year, we tweak this, tweak that, get better. It's all a process, and then you got to figure out all the players. You know what is really critical? It's sometimes not who's coming back, but who's better. And how do you assess a player? How do you assess a kid who you think will help? It's pretty easy if they're real athletic and Ohio State wants them, and that's easy. It's just there are not a lot of 4- and 5-star guys to go around. And also, we're going to be outspent by all the big boys. If you want to play in the big yard, you're going to have the big money. I don't think you can expect to be a top 10 program without having top 10 money. And so you're going to have to figure out how you get past that $22 million cap or whatever it is. You just got to, there's ways because other teams are doing it. So, kids are going to get more money. And, the top job is LSU, probably followed by Florida, probably followed by Penn State. They're talking about, heard a guy last night on Fox say, if I'm them, I would call Urban Meyer. I'd call Nick Saban. Nick's like 73. He's saying I'd offer him $15 million to coach my team. So $15 million a year. Curt Cignetti only get 11.6. I want my money back. I want to do it again. $15 million for a head football coach?
Right.
Wow. I think Tim Beckman got 5-year contract, $9 million. That's like offensive coordinator money now. How it has evolved.
That's right.
You don't have to like it, but that's what's happened. All right, 7:45. We're going to check with our friend Dr. Todd Likens standing by. We're talking Halloween candy.
Yes, we are.
I get into my candy aisle story.
You do. But that was actually the Easter basket that's your dog.
Yeah.
Was it Charlie? And,
Yeah.
and you weren't sure which dog got into the candy. And you can't have your dog have chocolate.
Well, it wasn't Bella. I knew that, but I had to give her the hydrogen peroxide on a piece of bread.
Darn it.
Yeah.
That makes them,
Yeah, she had nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie had the candy
Poor
aisle.
thing.
The whole candy aisle. All the Twix.
All wrapper and all.
Wrapper and all.
Still identifiable.
Taking a while to digest, I suppose. Anyway, all that with Halloween candy and your doggy. Stand by. How about Terrence Shannon? He's doing well early for the Timberwolves. Former Illini Terrence Shannon Jr. of the Minnesota Timberwolves about Ben Quattrone from Sarah Champagne. What kind of friend has he been?
Unbelievable. Ever since I came to this dealership, me and Ben had interactions. He's been a great person this whole time. It still is. I always would recommend him to anybody about a car or anything. He's always going to be there for you no matter what. He always be behind you. He's just a great person.
Visit sarahchampagne.com. That's SERRA champagne.com.
Parlor Donuts and Stevie J Broadcasting want to send you to the next Fighting Illini home football game. Text Illini to 217-359-2255 and you could be on your way to Geese Memorial Stadium. Stop by Parlor Donuts in the Old Farm Shops on Kirby and Madison Champaign before the game to try their layered donuts, cold brews, blended treats, and more. Text Illini to 217-359-2255 to win tickets for Fighting Illini football with Parlor Donuts and Stevie J Broadcasting.
All right. Quick check of your sports headlines. Diane Ducey.
Well, I know we were talking about the Chicago Bulls being 3-0 for the season, and this headline is DeSumo scores 21 points to lead the Bulls to a 128-123 win over the Atlanta Hawks yesterday. So way to go,
I-O.
And we were also talking a little bit about Mihajlo Petrovic, or Serbian, is it guard?
I think he's point guard.
Okay.
Yeah. I think he's really fast. I think he really runs the floor. I think he's mature. He's 22 years old.
Right.
Yeah, he'll help us. He got a hamstring dealing with that now, but he'll be a big part of this team.
But NCAA has cleared him, so he is eligible. Let's go. Jackson State on November 3rd. We also have our women in action with an exhibition game tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Those kids 12 and under can get in free when they're wearing their costume.
Yeah.
So we have all kinds of different promotions being announced in case you want to hit up fightingillini.com and see some of that. Like the military appreciation game is Tuesday, November 4th. I've been talking with more veterans, and boy, I just want to hit up ABC right now while I'm thinking about it, because this free HVAC system that you could win on Veterans Day, November 11th, is something you really want to nominate someone for right away.
Mm-hmm.
And abcheatingandac.com, if you have trouble remembering that, you're in the car, StevieJay.com has a link to get you there. So many great things happening for our veterans around Veterans Day, and we really need to pat them on the back.
Yep, we're getting some good nominations, but boy, I mean, the odds of you winning this are pretty darn good, because this isn't Chicago. We're not in St. Louis. We're not going to have the nominations some of the big markets will have. And this is from Mike and Gina Cribbett and Amana, and they're giving out a free air conditioner and furnace. I mean, this is a gift for a veteran. And if you know them, I would really encourage you. You'll feel good just nominating them. And they'll, these men and women are proud people, and they'll be very appreciative. But they're not asking. They're good. They're not going to. They're fine. Thank you.
Yeah.
So they're the reason we have what we have is a soldier.
Right.
Anyway,
so Military Appreciation Day is Tuesday, November 4th. If you want to check out the women's basketball game, we also have a Veterans Day game with our Fighting Illini. And Piaz is honoring our veterans and taking a bus to the game when we play Texas Tech. That'll be a tough one,
good
right?
Game.
Yeah. So we also have our volleyball team in action against number 20, Minnesota. That's happening tomorrow at 7. Our soccer team is in the Big Ten tournament as a number 9 seed, and they play Thursday the 30th at 3:30 in West Lafayette against number 8, Ohio State.
Again, if you want to nominate the veteran, go to steviejay.com. You'll remember that probably better, and there's a link. But if it's ABC, you go right to ABC Heating and AC.com and get them nominated, and your person might win. Pretty exciting stuff. Weather this morning brought to you by Busey for over 157 years, member FDIC. And at Watts Copy Systems, they offer cost-efficient solutions for busy offices. If you'd like a free evaluation, get hold of Watts at 217-352-0428.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather. Free Central Illinois, Champaign and Bennett this Saturday. Early autumn weather system up out of the southern plains to the Ohio. Generate a few spells of wind-driven rainfall over the next 36 to 48 hours. Quiet, dry weather for Thursday and Halloween on Friday, other than a sprinkle for the weekend. Easy to take early November weather right on through a good part of next week as well. A couple of sprinkles in spots this morning, maybe a stray shower this afternoon. Increasing east-northeasterly wind at a mostly cloudy high of 58. Occasional rain for tonight, down to 45. East-northeast wind 10 to 20 and gusty. Tomorrow rather windy with rain at times in the morning, a shower in the afternoon. Some peaks of sun though. Highs at about 54 with a gusty northeast to north wind up to 30 miles per hour. Tomorrow night a shower chance early, partly cloudy, 39 for the low. Sunshine and 56 on Thursday, partly cloudy, a bit breezy, dry though for Halloween Friday at 58 in the afternoon. Partly sunny, 54 on Saturday, first day of November. Maybe a sprinkle Sunday into Monday. Again, daytime temperatures into the 50s. For CBJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
And what about Dixie Chopper? What do you got? Dedicated diesel.
The best prices you'll ever get on a Dixie Chopper. I'm looking at right now the list of a classic. The regular retails for $18,200. We're going to sell it for $12,500.
What?
Yep.
You're doing commercial. This is a no-brainer.
Yeah, we're gonna sell some of these things and move them out. A $7,500 Z2. We're gonna get rid of for $5,000.
Man.
$20,000 Eagle, 72-inch cut. It's there for $13,500.
Wow, it's the fastest lawnmowers in the world, called Dixie Chopper. Go to Dedicated Diesel. How would I reach Andy for that?
They can call Andy at 217-328-0562. Visit him at 1313 Triumph Drive in Urbana, or check him out on Dedicated Equipment on Facebook.
Hey, Illini fans, you love this so much. Jets Pizza is continuing to offer a 2-topping large Jets Pizza for just $14.99. Use code JETS101. Select your favorite crust style, crust flavoring, and toppings. Mama Jet Special Sauce seals the deal. Get a 2-topping large Jets Pizza for just $14.99. It's not just pizza, it's Jets Pizza.
Get the roof your home deserves by Roof Doctors, your residential roofing specialist that has always offered the best warranties in the industry, like our non-prorated 50-year warranty. Our customers love that we are family-owned and locally operated. We make our customer needs our top priority. With over 30 years experience and the best customer service, give Roof Doctors a call today for your free estimate at 328-7529. In your community and for your community, Roof Doctors.
Nate Evans of the Nate Evans Group. Some of the things that sellers can do to increase the value of their home.
We get this on almost every listing appointment. Hey, Nate, what can we do to increase the value of our home? We want to sell in a couple weeks. Are there some simple things we can do around the house, or there's some major things that we can do around the house to increase the value or get a return on our investment? And again, not every home is created the same, and not every situation is the same. So if we walk in there, there's definitely some items that we can do. Paint, floors, and hardware are the easy items where you get your biggest return out of every time. That's easy to say. But there's a lot of times where we'll get questions from sellers where they're asking us, should I update my bathroom? Where should I stop on my floors? Should I redo my roof? Should I do mechanicals? And I think a lot of that plays into the overall scope of your goals. We like to get into the house when it's really not even ready for the market. We can get in there and usually save that seller a lot of money and a lot of wasted time and energy by just offering some simple advice on how we would treat it if it was our own.
You can reach out at Nate Evans Group and start packing.
I've got to clean out this garage. Let's see. What's the cheapest and easiest dumpster service in our area?
Here's what I found. The doggy bag.
Think she's broken. I'm not looking for takeout. Siri, try again.
The doggy bag from Bulldog Disposal in Mahomet.
Doggy bag? What's that?
If you got junk that needs to go, but you don't want the hassle of having an enormous dumpster delivered, grab a doggy bag, keep it as long as you need. They'll come take it away. For more information, just visit bulldoggybag.com.
That's bulldoggybag.com.
Yeah, this is so nice. We use that Bulldoggy bag a lot, and they hold a lot, no question. So if you want a doggy bag, it's Bulldog Disposal out of Mahomet. And they'll be happy to take care of that for you. But you get the bag, it's like $40. And I think that's still available at Do It Best Hardware. And then when you fill it on your own time, you get that roll-off dumpster. You're just going to have it a while, and you can't. You got like a couple of weeks to fill that thing, and then you got to have them come get it. You take your time with your doggy bag, and it'll still hold up to like 2,000 pounds of stuff. Pretty cool. We've filled quite a few of those. All right, 7:56. Got the news here coming up top of the hour. The message and Halloween is watch the candy and the pets. Chocolate is a bad thing. That there's something that starts with an X in the gum. Whatever that long word is, it's in a lot of chewing gum that starts with an X, and that's like poison for your dogs.
Mm-hmm.
And you know the kind of dogs. We have two little dogs right now that really don't get into stuff. They're kind of the opposite of dogs that eat everything.
Well, they can't counter surf like these bigger dogs that you used to have.
I could put them on the counter and they wouldn't do it. They're just different types of dogs. Littler dogs are pickier, I guess.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, we give them a little chicken on Wednesday, and then that's done for 4 days because you can't repeat.
Right.
And you certainly have to vary the menu. But it's just different. We've had dogs that will eat the counter.
Yes.
But not anymore. We had a dog once that we actually had to give to a nice couple on a golf course because he was eating the house. I think when he took that big thing of drywall, I said, I'm not doing a good job here.
Wow.
Let's find him a golf course.
Right.
Go eat the trees or something. Anyway, yeah, we've all had dogs. Anyway,
this dog needs to run.
Be careful because they can ingest candy. It can be really bad, really expensive, all those other things, life-threatening. Just be very, very careful that you don't leave the kid's bag of candy on the floor because the doggy's going for it.
Or maybe after they come home from trick-or-treating and they're sorting things and they have all kinds of different piles of their favorites.
Yeah.
Of course, you got to get the different categories of your favorites.
That was part of the fun is just sorting your favorites and then trading and things like that.
Right.
Having bags of candy. By the way, I saw there's so many incredible clips online, some of the social media sites, Instagram and X. They'll have these dog things. And dogs have become way more important than they ever were.
Oh, I know.
Back in the day. This one guy had 4 huskies and Goldens, had 4 big dogs. And he walked them upstairs. They had their own bedroom. And he gets them in jammies. And then they had a ball pit.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was alone.
I don't know what it is about huskies. Those videos come up on my feed a lot, and I feel like they can kind of talk.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, and then
you
see these things. I saw something last night on a guy. There's an eagle at his door. This had to be like Alaska. An eagle at the door, the back door. And the dog is a golden, and the eagle looks like, follow me. So they walked, and this is terrain, it was woods, and it's really raining. And the eagle leads them to this little creek where another eagle's stuck.
Uh-oh.
stuck in the mud. So the guy gets in there, and the dog's kind of on the bank, kind of observing everything. Man goes in there and gets the eagle out.
Wow!
Carries this massive bird to his house, puts him in a tub, and washes all the mud off. Kind of gets a fireplace going where the eagle can rest. The other eagle is out in the rain, standing by the window waiting. Eagle comes out. The two eagles are playing with the golden, back and forth, and the eagle at the very end is riding on top of the golden.
Oh my goodness!
I've never seen anything like that. That was not AI. That was somebody in Alaska.
Wow!
But and Alaska has more eagles than we have squirrels.
I just love it when there's interaction between God's great creatures.
Yep. All right, that's Diane. I'm Stevie J. We're back after the news, 217-359-2255. You can always text us on the Fisher National Bank text line. You're listening to WSJK, ESPN 93.5, Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.
He's making deals in Tokyo. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
Japan's going to be investing $550 billion into the United States.
That was President Trump addressing business leaders at a dinner after he took Japan's new Prime Minister, Sanae Takaichi, with him on a U.S. aircraft carrier, talking to American troops stationed there.
This woman is a winner, so, we've become very close friends all of a sudden.
Fox's Jackie Heinrich reports from Tokyo.
The two leaders also signed a framework agreement to ramp up mining and production of rare earth minerals, similar to a deal the U.S. just signed with Australia. Focus on rare earths is becoming a critical initiative after China tried to gain the upper hand in trade talks by throttling exports, effectively imposing control over the world's technology transactions.
Now, the president will meet with China's leader on the last stop of his Asian trip, South Korea. Hurricane Melissa is already being felt in Jamaica. The storm will be the most powerful one to ever hit the island. It's a Category 5 with 175-mile-an-hour winds. The eye will make landfall later this morning. House Republicans are calling for executive actions President Biden signed with the auto pen be voided.
In letters to the Department of Justice and D.C. Board of Medicine, House Oversight Committee Chairman James Comer is demanding both conduct comprehensive investigations. Committee Republicans allege the former president's doctor, Kevin O'Connor, was complicit in a medical cover-up of President Biden's mental and cognitive deterioration.
That's Fox's Ryan Schmelz. It's day 28 of the government shutdown, and another vote on funding could fail at the end to end the standoff at the Senate. Congressman Ro Khanna, a Democrat, tells Fox Business the Republican House Speaker could help ease some pain.
If he called Congress back in session and he said put up a clean bill to pay the troops and pay essential federal workers, you would get a lot of Democrats voting for it and it would pass.
So a similar bill in the Senate last week was blocked by Democrats who keep demanding any funding bill to reopen the government must include an extension of Obamacare tax credits that are going to expire at the end of the year. America's listening to Fox News.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Severe from Vicks.
Sinex Severe nasal spray.
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Severe instantly relieves nasal congestion and works 6 times faster than nasal decongestant tablets. The 12 hours of relief allow you to get back to the moments that matter without congestion.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it. Try Sinex Severe from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Since President Trump returned to office, his crackdown on illegal immigration has removed more than 2 million people, most of them self-deported, but more than 500,000 were taken out of the country, and the administration wants a lot more forced out.
Several ICE field office chiefs are being removed and replaced with Border Patrol officials, Homeland Security sources tell Fox, as part of a power shift within DHS. Secretary Kristi Noem and Border Patrol Commander Greg Bovino want higher deportation numbers. ICE Director Todd Lyons and Border Czar Tom Homan want to focus on criminal aliens and those with final deportation orders. A senior DHS official tells Fox ICE is arresting criminal aliens, Border Patrol's hitting Home Depots and car washes. A Border Patrol agent says, "What did everyone think mass deportations meant? Anyone in the U.S. illegally is on the table." Chris Foster, Fox News.
Xiomara Abrego Garcia, the most infamous deportee who was returned after wrongly being sent to El Salvador, could be sent packing as soon as Friday if federal prosecutors get their way. Abrego Garcia will be flown to Liberia, though a judge has blocked that so far as he awaits trial on human trafficking charges. His lawyers are trying to get dismissed, calling it a vindictive prosecution. A partial victory in court for Tyler Robinson, the suspected Charlie Kirk assassin charged with murdering the conservative activist last month at Utah Valley University.
Yesterday, a Utah judge ruled Robinson can wear civilian clothes instead of a jailhouse uniform during pretrial hearings. Robinson's defense attorneys had made the request, and a court filing arguing potential jurors could be prejudiced. The judge agreed when it came to Robinson's clothes. The judge, however, did deny Robinson's request to appear without restraints.
Fox's CB Cotton. Big job cuts are coming at big companies. Amazon's going to slash 14,000 positions. The Wall Street Journal says UPS would lay off 48,000. On Wall Street, rising stock futures suggest more gains on top of yesterday's record highs. And in the Baseball World Series, the second longest game ever, a homer in the bottom of the 18th won it for the defending champion Dodgers, 6-5 over the Blue Jays, giving LA a 2-1 series lead over Toronto. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Illinois State Police warning drivers to keep an eye out for deer during the fall, which the DNR says is when many of the accidents involving deer occur. Most deer vehicle accidents happen from October to December between the hours of 5 to 10 p.m. and 5 to 8 a.m. Accidents also peak in May and June. Trial of Sean Grayson enters its second week. The former Sangamon County Sheriff's deputy charged with murder in the shooting death of Asada Massey in her home in July of last year. First week of testimony concluded Friday when a law professor told jurors Grayson's actions were, quote, tactically unsound and inconsistent with accepted police practices. Dream, a group in Champaign County that focuses on helping at-risk youth, showed how far an organization has come over the weekend. The program Hope for the Future uses community violence interventions and a victim advocacy program to try and make neighborhoods a better place to live. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Apparently, Andrew Cuomo has tightened up the race in New York. And I don't know why Andrew Cuomo, I know he and Curtis Sliwa, the Republican, are far different people. Mm-hmm. But wouldn't you want to court him and say, what do you need from us to kind of work a little bit together? Maybe there's some things we can do if you'll step out of the race.
Right.
And encourage your guys to vote for Cuomo over the socialists.
Can you take a pretty high position in my...
I don't,
mayoral cabinet? I don't know if that's an NYC thing.
Cuomo and Sliwa are way different philosophically, but maybe there's something an initiative that he can get through with the help of the Democratic governor now trying to be mayor. But I think it's 44-34 right now, and Sliwa's getting 11%, and 7 don't know. Mm-hmm. So it's possible if Sliwa were to duck out, even though early voting started last Saturday, plenty of votes, a lot more votes coming in. 165,000 have early voted already in Manhattan. So.
Okay.
All right, we're going to check our weather. Our meteorologist genius is Greg Solier, and I know we're going to look pretty good for Halloween. Going to get a little rain between now and then. And what's the 11 a.m. kickoff Rutgers, Illinois looking like, mister?
Here in town, I presume, right?
Yep, here, Champaign.
Yep. Well, looks to be pretty quiet, uneventful, typical early November weather around here. We'll be looking at some sunshine, kickoff readings, probably somewhere just a little bit south of about 50, and a bit of a westerly breeze. We'll get up to about 54 or so later in the ball game. So kind of what you'd expect for like a November 1st, first day of November on Saturday.
Okay, awesome. And again, we're going to get a little rain here between now and Friday, aren't we?
Yeah, with kind of bits and pieces of some weather systems coming together, one coming through the western and northwestern Corn Belt. A couple sprinkles, reports beginning to reach the ground as you get out west of about Beardstown down the Illinois. More significant, deeper moisture down into the Arklatex with some showers and thunderstorms there. I think those heavier rains will probably bypass us south of I-70 on this weather system, but kind of a wind-blown feature as we draw in some moisture off the Atlantic, and probably even a little feature that will get wrapped in out of Melissa that's just doing absolute devastation in some of those Caribbean islands and through Haiti and Jamaica. But back this way, a fair amount of high and mid-level cloud beginning to lower up as we moisten up the atmosphere. 47 at Willard and Savoy now, 45 at Danville, 46 at Bloomington, Normal and Rantoul, and we'll get to about 58 today on target just about for the time of year. Maybe a couple of sprinkles later this morning and a stray shower this afternoon. Good number of rain-free hours if you're out there in the back 40 trying to wrap it up for the season. Most have done that already. So 58 today, 45 tonight. Rains will begin to pick up. We'll get around maybe early before midnight at least, and another crack well after midnight, and an increasing east-northeasterly wind. A rainy day tomorrow, especially in the morning. A couple of showers in the afternoon. We'll get some in-between sun in the afternoon. A high at 54, but that northeast to north wind 20 to 30 and gusty. A couple of showers early tomorrow night, low down to 39. Probably quarter to 3/4 of an inch of the rainfall totals, by the way, out of the system. Sunshine back in Thursday at 56. Halloween Friday, partly cloudy. Trick-or-treat startup temperatures about 3 in the afternoon, around 57, 58 degrees. We'll fall to the upper 40s there. As mentioned, Saturday up to 54 with a partly sunny sky. Could be a sprinkle here for the time change Sunday into Monday. Otherwise, pretty quiet weather pattern next week and through a good first half of the month of November. Daytime readings early next week, 55 to 60. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
There he is. It's Dr. Todd. How are you?
Well, I'm doing fine, Stevie. I think I'm figuring out phone systems out here. You know, Gene and I say we're living the Green Acres life. I'm not climbing the pole to get to the phone fast enough these days.
There you go. Just get Ebb to do it. Remember Ebb? Green Acres.
Oh, yeah, that's great show. We watched a few episodes to kind of get a feel for how we should live.
Yeah, the lichens have moved to a little more even rural, more rural than you were, and you brought your herd with you.
And they can cruise the acreage and enjoy themselves. So far, so good.
Oh, yeah, the squirrels are living in terror out here for my dog.
Oh, yeah, no, it's over for the squirrels. Okay, so we got Halloween Friday, and you better not leave the candy bag sitting around where doggies can get it, right?
It happens every year, so that's why we always talk about it. Yep, you got to be careful. I mean, I remember when I was a kid, I used to line up all my candies by the type on the floor and things like that. And guess what? You go to the bathroom or you walk away for some reason, the doggies are scooping it up.
That's right.
Wrappers and all, right, Stevie?
Yeah, wrappers and all. Charlie at Easter ate the whole darn thing. I called him candy aisle. Everything he regurgitated. The trick of the bread and the hydrogen peroxide works like a gem. And they throw right up, and I needed that. Poor Bella didn't do a darn thing, and I didn't know, so I had to make sure. And then Charlie, coughed up the Twix and the Snickers and everything else in the candy aisle. And it was wrappers and all, and I think he had some eggs in there. Anyway, it was what I would call a good throw up. Anyway, it was. It's just something you really got to be careful, because what is it about chocolate? What is it about the gum with the word that starts with X that is so poisonous for dogs?
Oh. Okay, that's xylitol. So that's in the artificial sugars. So it starts with X. So anything you use in an artificial sugar, if it's one of the first ingredients starts with X, that's the one that's dangerous. In that case, the blood sugar level falls to really low levels, to dangerous levels, so they have to go on IV sugar drips to make sure they stay safe. Now with the chocolate, it's the caffeine in the chocolates. Dogs don't process the caffeine like we do. And so it causes a lot of heart irregularities and run the risk of a heart attack type situation.
I had a friend that had set out some mouse poison or whatever because, it's getting cooler and things are coming in now, and that the dog had eaten some of that.
That's bad.
Yep, that's bad too. The newer ones are a lot even more dangerous than the older anticoagulant types. So you got to be real careful, and please bring, if they eat something, if you got the package, bring it with you so we can see the product they ate, because different treatments for different types of poison.
Okay.
Yeah, it's scary stuff, and you got to act quickly on that, don't you?
Yeah, it's better. The sooner the better on all that stuff. Sometimes you don't know until they're already pretty sick.
If you are not in the office and your office is closed, what is the emergency number around here? What do people do?
Well, the one you should have written down is the only one that's 24 hours in Champaign-Urbana is the University Vet School one, and that's 217-333-5300.
Okay.
And there's somebody always there. So that's your anchor point. And then not much else past that. Everybody else here kind of closes down. We used to have a second one, but they don't run 24 hours anymore.
Yeah, well, doggies don't have watches, so you don't know when they get into stuff. Yeah. But it's amazing
it seems like doggies know when it's closing time. That's that, and then middle of the night, their two favorite times.
Yeah, when I went to see you when you were closed, one of your puppies was saying to me, and I can speak dog pretty clearly, we're closed. What are you doing here?
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's you caught him off guard, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's really fascinating. Does it always fascinate you how smart dogs can be?
Yeah, they are such a great alarm for anybody, just to what's going on in the world. And, they process things. They're getting us trained in new routines out here. So it's like we're having fun with the retraining. That's kind of fun to watch them.
And considering they have more land and you can't keep up with the holes, are Ernie getting bona fide tunnels going?
Yeah, they're trying. The latest escape point, they decided they're going to dig under this bush where we can't see them digging. So a couple of them lay in front while the other one's digging underneath, kind of blocking the view.
You ought to video that and see who the spies are, because there's always going to be somebody looking back to see if you're coming. I mean, these dogs are coordinated, man. They know what they're doing. Hey, people, how come people? Yeah.
Yeah, they take shifts on the fence. They guard duty the fence. One dog stays out, everybody else comes in. But an alert, everybody's on duty.
That's crazy. Hey, Dr. Todd Likens, veterinarian, pet pro, Madison, Kirby, and Champaign. How can people connect with you and Taylor?
Miss Taylor never has problems with her phone. She's at 217-355-5051. She's texting. She's trying to text me and find me too. So eventually, I'll be available.
Hey, listen, we appreciate you very much. Thanks for being on, and we'll talk soon. And good luck, everybody. Halloween. Be careful.
All right. See ya.
Thank you. ESPN 93.5, Dr. Todd, veterinarian friend. 8:15. Let's check sports headlines.
The Dodgers and Blue Jays locked in an epic Game 3 in the World Series, tied at 5-5, heading into the 17th inning after Shohei Ohtani's 2 homers and multiple intentional walks highlighted a back-and-forth affair. And Freddie Freeman, 406 feet.
Home run, walk-off, bottom 18.
Right.
6 hours, 39 minutes, over 500 or 600 pitches thrown in the one game.
Right. They were actually, raising the possibility of position players taking the mound after pitching staffs were depleted.
Yeah, there was nobody else. They were going to the starters, which is going to mess you up for the other games. And there's just not much you can do. That's why during the regular season, they have a man starting on second base, because they don't want to go through all the pitchers for the whole week. It could throw off a pitching staff for weeks.
I see.
So they go to the man on second, and then the game's usually in an inning or two. Anyway, it was an instant classic. Such a long game. Ended about 2 a.m. Central Time. I doubt if anybody listening was up at 2 a.m. because you'd probably be sleeping if you were up that late. But in Canada, man, East Coast, Toronto, they're got to bed, probably couldn't sleep.
That's right.
It was a brutal loss. Those are incredible, instant classic, unless you lose.
I know.
Then they're horrible.
6-5 was the finals. Now the Dodgers lead 2-1 in that series. NFL action, Kansas City at 5-3 on the season after beating Washington 28-7. Bulls over Atlanta, now that we're out of the gate with the NBA season beginning last week. They're 3-0 on the season, and Ayo DeSumo had 21 points. NHL action had Pittsburgh beating the St. Louis Blues 6-3. We also have exhibition action for our basketball team for the women against Maryville tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Those 12 and under in a costume can get in free. We'll have our women's soccer team at West Lafayette Thursday the 30th with a game at 3:30 as a number 9 seed. Illinois will face number 8 seed Ohio State. Illinois volleyball will be in Minnesota, ranked number 20, with a 7 o'clock game tomorrow. Well, we're learning about Mihajlo Petrovic NCAA eligibility. He has been cleared, even though he has a hamstring injury. He'll be ready for the 25-26 season, and at the age of 22, he's like one of the older guys on the team. So looking forward to that. Go Illini.
Yeah, what's the other guy? I asked Tyler Underwood this Sunday going into church.
Mm-hmm.
Is it David? Is it David? He said it's David.
Okay.
David. Yeah. What's his last name?
I don't know. And then Petrovic? Yeah. No, that was who I just
I'm learning. We're getting the Balkans 101 class going here.
Mihilovic? So. No, that was
David. Yeah. Anyway, he's our 6'9" guy that can get a rebound and go coast to coast and dribble behind his back kind of guy.
Right.
And word is he played very well against Florida. We had in that Florida scrimmage, we lost by 10, and we had the lead pretty late. But Florida made a few plays, and yeah. So it was an exhibition. I think these exhibitions are getting serious because some of the matchups have been pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, Merez Johnson stole the ball and went coast to coast, slammed it for Michigan. Merkovich.
Thank you.
But Merez Johnson slammed it, made a great play. Former Alana.
Yeah.
Here we go with our weather meteorologist Greg Soye, brought to you by Kurt Lenschow. State Farm Insurance, like a good neighbor. Kurt and State Farm are there.
Logan, everyone. Let's check weather. Free Central Illinois, Champaign and vicinity. Early autumn weather system up out of the southern plains to the Ohio. Generate a few spells of wind-driven rainfall over the next 36 to 48 hours. Quiet, dry weather for Thursday and Halloween on Friday. Other than a sprinkle for the weekend. Easy to take early November weather right on through a good part of next week as well. A couple of sprinkles in spots this morning, maybe a stray shower this afternoon. Increasing east-northeasterly wind and a mostly cloudy high of 58. Occasional rain for tonight, down to 45. East-northeast wind 10 to 20 and gusty. Tomorrow rather windy with rain at times in the morning, a shower in the afternoon. Some peaks of sun though, highs at about 54 with a gusty northeast to north wind up to 30 miles per hour. Tomorrow night a shower chance early, partly cloudy, 39 for the low. Sunshine and 56 on Thursday, partly cloudy, a bit breezy, dry though for Halloween Friday at 58 in the afternoon. Partly sunny, 54 on Saturday, first day of November. Maybe a sprinkle Sunday into Monday. Again, daytime temperatures into the 50s. For CBJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
I'm Taylor Riggs, and this is the Fox Business Report.
The Federal Reserve meeting starts today. It's expected to lower short-term interest rates when it wraps up tomorrow. Amazon is cutting 14,000 corporate jobs in human resources, cloud computing, and other office positions. The Wall Street Journal is estimating there could be as many as 30,000 cuts eventually at Amazon. UPS reported a much better than expected quarter. It's optimistic about the holidays. UPS shares are up nearly 10%. United Health Group shares are up 4% following better than expected earnings. PayPal is partnering with OpenAI, parent company of the artificial intelligence bot ChatGPT. Users of ChatGPT will be able to complete purchases. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Ginny Cosola. Invested in you.
Kudlow on Fox Business is now on the go for podcast fans. Download the Kudlow Show podcast every weekday at foxbusinesspodcasts.com. Kudlow covers the latest headlines and business trends with an emphasis on the financial impact facing households and businesses across the country. Listen to interviews with key business newsmakers. The Kudlow podcast will be available on the go after the show every weekday at foxbusinesspodcasts.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts.
Hi, this is Pam Moore with Philo Exchange Bank. Whether you want to do your banking online or you prefer face-to-face interaction with our friendly staff, Philo Exchange Bank delivers banking that helps you reach your personal or business goals. To us, you're not just another face, you're a part of our family. Visit us at any one of our locations in Philo, St. Joseph, Allerton, or Broadlands, and we'll be here to help.
Philo Exchange Bank, hometown community banking since 1883. Member FDIC.
You have money laying all around your house. You just don't know it. And no, I don't mean selling your great-grandma's good china. I mean all the old metal items you don't want to use or get rid of. Don't pay someone to haul it away. Bring it into Max Twin City Recycling and get paid to have it taken off your hands. They love new customers and are more than willing to walk you through their process step by step. Come check them out at 2808 North Lincoln Avenue in Urbana.
Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
Let your local farmer's insurance agent Michael Rumsey put his experience to work for you. Michael Rumsey proudly serves Champaign County families and businesses and is ready to review your existing policies or provide a no-obligation quote today. Call Michael Rumsey at 217-363-3030 to get smarter about your insurance. Again, that's Michael Rumsey at 217-363-3030. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Get the roof your home deserves by Roof Doctors, your residential roofing specialist that has always offered the best warranties in the industry, like our non-prorated 50-year warranty. Our customers love that we are family-owned and locally operated. We make our customer needs our top priority. With over 30 years experience and the best customer service, give Roof Doctors a call today for your free estimate at 328-7529. in your community and for your community. Roof Doctors.
Better banking is about more than just money. It's about people. Fisher National Bank is locally owned community bank serving Champaign and Vermilion County, and they're your friends and neighbors taking a vested interest in the communities they serve. Last year alone, Fisher National volunteered over 750 hours of community service. By investing in the people they serve, Fisher National Bank shares in the success of a stronger community. You can learn more about Fisher National Bank at any of the branches member FDIC. Fisher National Bank, exceptional communities, exceptional people.
11:50 in Los Angeles. Freeman sends a fly ball to center field. Varsho's going back before the clock strikes midnight. Freddie Freeman has ended it. It's a repeat hero.
Unbelievable. Freddie Freeman hits the walk-off home run against Toronto. You know that they had not scored a run in that baseball game in 3.5 hours?
Wow.
Who's Will Klein? Will Klein. Klein. Will Klein was not on a baseball roster 3 days ago.
Okay.
And they added him.
Okay.
And he pitched 4 innings and didn't allow a run against Toronto. He's a Dodger pitcher. And one of the announcers, when he came in after his 4th inning of spotless work, one of the announcers said, I'd sign him to a 4-year contract right now.
25 years old, Bloomington, Indiana guy.
Wow. Pitcher. Red beard.
Right?
Okay.
Kansas City Royals and Oakland Athletics.
Unbelievable. What he did on the biggest stage was remarkable. And Shohei Ohtani, folks, don't miss this Babe Ruth coming through. He's 31 years old now. But the fact that they're down 5-4 in the bottom of the 7th, Shohei gets up to lead off the bottom of the 7th, hits a home run, tie it. And that's the last score till Freddie's home run. What? 11 innings later. 11 more innings. They played 18 innings. 6 hours, 39 minutes. Longest World Series game ever. And Freddie Freeman. How about Freddie Freeman? I like Freddie because he helped get my son-in-law's first hit from the outfield. Patted Jacob on the back.
Okay.
They're pretty close.
Nice.
Yeah, let's call Freddie. Let's congratulate him. Oh, we didn't get his number? Oh, okay. But that's, Jacob's first hit was in Dodger Stadium. And actually, he hit Dodger pitching pretty well when he made his Major League debut. But
I'm learning more about this Klein guy. Struck out 5 batters across 4 scoreless innings and was credited with the win after the Dodgers secured a walk-off victory.
Well, you know what?
Bottom of the
you know what else he's credited with? Keeping a job.
Yeah.
He's now got a job.
Absolutely.
He didn't have a job.
Was added to the Dodgers active roster for the 2025 World Series.
Unbelievable. A pickup. And he does that. That's what you just don't know. There's a kid. I told Jacob, the kid that hit the grand slam in game 1 against the Dodgers was in AAA. He was a AAA player.
Man.
And now he hits a grand slam in the World Series.
That's a break right there.
But the first time in 150 years of baseball that anybody has come as a pinch hitter in a World Series and a grand slam. Never happened. And he's a AAA guy. So, I mean, things happen in baseball rather quickly. It's a question of timing, question of opportunity, question of how well you're seeing the ball, question of how well you can throw the ball. I mean, there's so many things that you're this, all of a sudden you're that.
Addison Barger was the guy's name.
It's amazing. He's a AAA player. So the AAA in the major leagues is like whisper thin. It's just who gets the chance to stay out there and play. Because something has to happen to the regular guy. Somebody has to get hurt, and you got to get in there. Then it's got to be, then this happens, and this. You never know. You just never know. So anyway, it goes on. They'll play again tonight. It'll be just 17 hours from the conclusion of this one, and they play again. And the audience is going to be ginormous because Shohei Ohtani's pitching. Amazing. But this guy was on base. Shohei Ohtani was on base 9 times last evening or early this morning. He was on base 9 out of 9 times. 18 innings, so he had a lot of at-bats.
Yeah.
They walked him 5 times, the last 4 intentionally.
Yep.
They're not pitching to him anymore.
Right.
I'd start the game, lead off, hey, good luck, walk him every time.
Yep.
It's not worth you saying we can get this guy out. So many people lean to the ego and say, oh, we can get him out. Yeah, get him out. No, you can't.
to get him out is to get it out of the ballpark when he hits it.
It's just stunning. And Dodger Stadium, I don't think Shohei Ohtani's made an out yet. I think he's done like 14 for 14 of getting on base or getting a hit. You see, you don't pitch to him. I remember Mike Matheny kept pitching to Big Poppy back in Boston 2013. Big Poppy was 17 hits and 20 at-bats, and you're going, why? Are you pitching? Good luck. Here, my fingers say 4, you go to first base. Anyway. All right, we'll be right back. We got another segment to go before we're done. The Drive this afternoon with Curtis and Evan. ESPN 93.5 coming up on 8:29 on this Tuesday, October 28.
At Coach House Garages, buildings are more than just garages and backyard sheds. By combining your imagination with their experience, generations of Amish craftsmanship, and the finest quality materials, they build a garage that fits all of your specifications at a budget you can live with. To learn more about what Coach House of Champaign and Danville offers, visit them online at CoachHouseGarages.com or call at 217-351-9073.
More than just a garage. More than just a garage. It's a Coach House.
Ever wonder why you pay your bank to have a checking account? Fisher National Bank does too. You see, they offer free rewards cashback checking that gives you cash back on debit purchases, no service fees or balance requirements. Simply make 12 debit card purchases, receive electronic statements, and have one direct deposit in a monthly cycle. It's so simple. Reward yourself today with rewards cashback checking. Learn more at any branch or FisherNational.com. Fisher National Bank. Exceptional communities, exceptional people. Member FDIC.
Jesse with Land's Drain Cleaning and Underground Solutions. Hey, do you have sewer blockages, problems? Are your toilets gurgling? Why deal with the headache? Call Land's Drain Cleaning and Underground Solutions today. We can come out and clean your line, camera it, show you what the problem is, and then we have an expert underground team that can make those repairs. 217-355-5512. We are here for you when you need us. Land's Drain Cleaning and Underground Solutions. Why call anyone else?
News, I'm Therese Crowley. President Trump in Japan rallies the troops aboard the USS George Washington, introducing Japan's new conservative prime minister as a great woman, bringing missiles for Japan F-35 jets and inking deals for rare earth minerals and Toyotas for Americans.
Toyota is going to be putting auto plants all over the United States to the tune of over $10 billion. So that's Toyota. So go out and buy a Toyota.
All these Asian deals are U.S. leverage for President Trump's meeting with China's President Xi in South Korea. President Trump also promising the Navy pay raises if Democrats approve it. On this day 28 of the government shutdown, big break. The union for more than half of federal workers demanding Democrats vote for the GOP spending bill to get federal workers back and paid today. America's listening to Fox News.
Jay Lehman here, former U of I All-American linebacker. Do you like steak? Do you like red meat? Well, if you do, you got to check out Long Branch Steakhouse. They had phenomenal steaks, sides, salads. I love the onion rings and the fried mushrooms as well as the fried pickles. You've got to check out Long Branch Steakhouse in beautiful downtown Gifford. That's right, make the trip to Gifford for some of the best steaks you'll have. Kids love it too. I brought my whole family. I'll see you at Long Branch Steakhouse in downtown Gifford.
Just like a great football coach, he comes up with a game plan. He plans on doing the right thing at the right time. Winter is a great time to make home improvements such as new siding, windows, gutters, garage doors, and even phantom screens. So don't get uptight, relax, and enjoy the game. Just don't drop the ball. Call Dillman Brothers and score big. 217-344-8290. You can also contact us by email on our website, DILLMANbrothers.com. Get your exterior in shape. No rookies, only pros at Dillman Brothers.
Here's a look at local news. Trial of Sean Grayson enters its second week. Former Sangamon County Sheriff's deputy charged with murder in the shooting death of Asada Massey in her home in July of last year. First week of testimony concluded Friday when a law professor told jurors Grayson's actions were, quote, tactically unsound and inconsistent with accepted police practices. Dream, a group in Champaign County that focuses on helping at-risk youth, showed how far an organization has come over the weekend. The program Hope for the Future uses community violence interventions and a victim advocacy program to try and make neighborhoods a better place to live. Illinois State Police warning drivers to keep an eye out for deer during the fall, which the DNR says is when many of the accidents involving deer occur. Most deer vehicle accidents happen from October to December between the hours of 5 to 10 p.m. and 5 to 8 a.m. Accidents also peak in May and June. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for East Central Illinois, Champaign-Urbana vicinity. Pieces and bits of a weather system from the northwest, the southwest, Gulf, and Atlantic moisture, helping to spin up an impressive early autumn weather system up through the Ohio. That'll generate some spells of wind-driven rainfall across the area. Things will quiet down over the course of Halloween and into the early days of November and beyond. For today, mostly cloudy, couple of sprinkles in spots later this morning, a shower for the afternoon, and a few locales, and a high at 58 on an east-northeasterly wind. Occasional rain tonight, and again after midnight comes back in too, with a low down to 45, increasing northeast wind. Rather windy and rainy for the day tomorrow. Rain in the morning, a shower in the afternoon, partly sunny skies, so at 54, and the north wind up to 30 miles per hour. Shower early tomorrow night, low down to 39 with sunshine, and 56 on Thursday. Halloween Friday, partly cloudy but breezy, and 58 in the afternoon. 54 on Saturday, maybe a few sprinkles Sunday into Monday. High temperatures over the back end of the weekend into the middle 50s. For Stevie J Broadcasting, Abulocious, Greg Solgay.
It is 8:35. I'm Stevie J. That's Diane Ducey.
Good morning. I've been watching the text line, and I just got a connection to a story that the headline says Illinois State Senator releases statement following fatal crash that killed Coles County board member. So a head-on collision that killed two people, including a Coles County board member and his wife in Clark County on Friday night. As I scan on down about Senator Chapin Rose's release, ends with the Claytons are at least the fifth or sixth DUI-related death in East Central Illinois by an illegal in as many years. How many more have to die before Governor Pritzker stops worrying about being president and starts standing up for the actual citizens of Illinois?
I don't know. I mean, obviously an open border was a bad idea, and if they broke the law, then they should face the consequences of that. And we're seeing, I mean, I tell you what's frightening too, in addition to folks that shouldn't even be here driving and hitting people, the semi-trucks.
Right.
They got these licenses in California, and they can't read the signs, and they're in a semi. And it's there was another bad crash. I think that was in California. The second massive, horrific crash, and it's just horrible.
I know.
It's unbelievable. How can you possibly get a clearance to drive, get a CDL and drive an 18-wheeler when you don't know English? Are you kidding me? It's just.
Well, and according to the statement from Chapin Rose, it is also totally ridiculous that Illinois State Police have apparently been ordered not to release the citizenship status of the suspect, hiding the basic details of this tragedy from the public at large.
We're not going to be surprised, right? I mean, it happened right there near Carl at this person over, I think, last Christmas break. That horrific crash. And then he got all the way to Texas where they caught him.
That's right.
Killed at, what, 3 at least?
Right.
I mean, just these people were visiting their friends at the U of I.
Right.
And so, it's just, we're going to be dealing with this for a long, long time. Because, I mean, if you have millions of people come in, we've already had almost 2 million voluntarily leave, take the $1,000 in the free plane ride. That's good. Mm-hmm. But we have no idea what the number is. And Venezuela emptying their prisons and sending their bad hombres here? And then we have to deal with that? It's just ridiculous, and it doesn't make sense that you have stop ICE. They're evil. They're trying to get the bad guys off your street. It doesn't make sense. It's just like militarizing these. No, we're trying to stop the funerals. Every weekend in Chicago, there's dead people, and most of them are black. How is that tolerated? Isn't that just ridiculous? We can't do anything about it. Yeah, you actually could.
Well, and we've been looking away so long that this is now the current culture on certain neighborhoods in Chicago.
What did Brett Bielema tell his team? We're not going to get used to losing. You shouldn't get used to death. You shouldn't get used to the gangs are going to do their thing. All right, what do you want to do for lunch? I mean, I don't. There's no urgency. And you say, well, we can't do it because it'll be like martial law. Well, If you want to solve the problem, you're going to have to really think out of the box how you can do what Donald Trump has done in Washington, in Memphis. Where else has he gone? Trying to go into some of these cities, they just don't want him. So it continues. All the death will continue.
Well, just looking up at heyjackass.com, last week in Chicago, from the 19th through the 25th, shot and killed 8, shot and wounded 27.
Unreal.
Total shot 35.
Okay, so that's okay. That's a pretty good number. We're actually decreasing crime in Chicago. Really? Decreasing crime would be no deaths. Is that too much to ask?
Year to date, total shot 1,684. Total homicides 375 so far this year.
Oh, Brett Baer had Governor Pritzker, Illinois Governor Pritzker, on, and he just started the line about how we're decreasing crime. Okay. He says, why is your state the most deadly? Oh, that's not true. So.
Well, and is the narrative now that we're coding it different in the law system, so we don't see all the actual numbers. They don't appear to be like they used to.
Yeah, they're told not to register certain crimes by their superiors, and guys don't want to buck the system when they're 3 years away from a pension.
But on the homicide map, it looks like the neighborhood of Austin has had 43 homicides. Garfield Park, 22. Englewood, we've heard of that, 19. South Shore, 22. Wow.
Yeah, you just have to flood everything with National Guard people in every corner, kind of a feel.
Well, they'll go straight to these neighborhoods, I'm sure.
Well, that's where the problem is.
Right.
So you could definitely do that. I mean, Magnificent Mile probably still pretty safe because all the tourism goes there. But to just allow it and they can't, because if it's good, they've got to compliment Trump, and that's a no-no. You can't possibly say he's done anything well. Anyway, the president is on his Asian swing. Japan, as you heard on the news, and then President Xi is next. Apparently, they've got some blueprints for perhaps a trade deal.
Right.
So that's positive. The president is said to have quite a spring in his step, very hopeful on a whole lot of fronts. But his Asia tour will wind down late this week. It's a lot of flying in Air Force One. Okay, 8:41.
Did you know that October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month? Early detection is key. According to the American College of Radiology, more than 75% of women who develop breast cancer have no family history of breast cancer. Talk to your provider about your risk factors and screening recommendations. One of the most effective tools in fighting breast cancer is early detection through mammograms. Talk to your Christie Clinic, OBGYN, or primary care provider about your mammogram screening recommendations.
Schedule an appointment today at ChristieClinic.com.
Every year on November 11th, the United States of America proudly celebrates Veterans Day. Muhammad Christian Church recognizes all veterans and salutes our armed forces every day of the year. And this year, as we present the 20th annual Living Flag, you are cordially invited to join us as we are celebrating life, liberty, and the freedom of worship. This year, we are presenting our Living Flag on Friday, November 7th at 7 o'clock, Saturday, November 8th at 2 o'clock, and our finale on Sunday, November 9th at 4 o'clock. And in our lobby, after each performance, we will be offering free dessert and refreshments. Please join us as we honor our Lord, respect our veterans, and salute our armed forces. Muhammad Christian Church. We're located at 908 North Lake of the Woods Road, right across from Lake of the Woods Golf Course. And for more information, please visit MuhammadChristian.org.
Drive in, drive out. Recycling's what Max is all about. You can make some cash and do your share. We make it really simple because we care. It doesn't matter large or small. Our friendly staff will handle it all. Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
So what number is Mihailo Petrovic going to wear? That's the new guy that just got cleared, point guard, 22 years old, really, really good. What number is he going to wear?
00?
No.
Okay.
Can you say Red Grange? I've never seen a basketball player with 77.
How do they signal that for the foul?
Well,
I thought you had to do it on one hand.
No, just do both hands. 7-7.
Okay.
Yeah. 77. I've never seen anything over, a 50 on basketball. Interesting. All right, 8:43. We jump to some sports headlines. Brett Bielema met the media yesterday after the loss at Washington.
The feeling out of our building that not failure, but losing was acceptable, or setbacks were okay. Especially, from our coaching standpoint, breathing that into our players. And I just, after the game, watching our players' reactions in the locker room, watching a little bit on Sunday, I just had a leadership council meeting with our guys last night and wanted to remind them of that, right? Like, as soon as you begin to feel that or see that or understand that or allow it, that becomes more of a common factor than you want. So I really stress to our guys to make sure that we're focused on the things at hand. I think they are and they will. But I'm very aware of that as a head coach. It took me forever to get that thing going in the right direction.
Yeah, I mean, people just remember Teresa Granson. We interviewed her at Pia's.
That was so great.
And I said to her, she said, well, I went to the Big Ten meeting. They said we're going to finish last. I was offended. I left the meeting. I came home. I got the team together and said, we're not going to finish last. And one of the players said, you'll get used to it, coach. And that's what Brett Bielema was talking. We're not getting used to losing.
Yeah.
Yeah. What they say in The Natural when they brought a psychologist into the Robert Redford locker room? Losing is a disease. Classic. All right. The rest of the headlines?
Well, just looking at our game against Rutgers and kind of the timeline with Dad's Day going on, the Run Club with Josh Whitman, 7 a.m. if you want to do that, Stevie.
Yep.
Also,
I would like to do that and then sprint for 100 yards as fast as I could, and somebody take my picture ahead of Josh and say, man, you had a good...
Okay.
I know, I was tired. A long run.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think they meet over at BFL, but I'm not sure. You can research that.
But if I had a camera,
do the 7 a.m. run on game day.
Really sure I could lead because none of those guys are going to out sprint me for 50 yards.
Okay.
And then I got a picture.
AI, you can do a lot of things these days.
You
so
betcha.
Good luck
I
with
could
that.
AI it too. So
Exactly.
probably be easier.
8:20, the Drumline performs the Illini Walk at 8:35. We've got the Marching Illini pregame performance at 10:30. All the things. It's a sold-out game. You can get in there and get stuff at a deep discount also if you want to go a little early and find your seat. So go Illini against Rutgers, 11 a.m. kick.
It's going to be a good crowd, and we're going to play well, and the crowd will be happy. And once we get a win leading into that week off, I think we'll feel a lot better being bowl eligible going into our final three, two of which are at home.
Mm-hmm. So the 29th, tomorrow, 7 o'clock, Illinois volleyball in action at Minnesota against number 20, Minnesota. We also have on the 30th, Illinois soccer at 3:30 over in West Lafayette as a number 9 seed taking on number 8 seed Ohio State. It's been incredible what the new coach, Katie Holtland, has been doing with that team and her first coaching debut at Illinois and the kind of record that they have. And an exhibition game on October 30th against Maryville for women's basketball at 6.
That's Friday? Yeah.
That's right.
No, Thursday.
Thursday on the 3rd.
Where your Halloween kids 12 and under get in.
And of course, game 4, LA hosting again at 7 o'clock. LA leading the series 2-1 after that 6-hour and 39-minute game yesterday.
I don't think Shohei Ohtani's made an out in Dodger Stadium. I don't think he's made an out in the last 14 at bats or something. It's nuts. Anyway, he's pitching, so it'll be a high look in on that question. 8:47.
This is Eric Boland with Provident Financial Group. Unfortunately, there is no one-size-fits-all retirement plan. Finding the right plan for you depends on many factors. The good news is we can help improve your retirement readiness, whatever your situation. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Provident Financial Group is not a registered broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Service Advisors, Inc.
And what about Dixie Chopper? What do you got? Dedicated diesel.
The best prices you'll ever get on a Dixie Chopper. I'm looking at right now the list of a classic. The regular retails for $18,200. We're going to sell it for $12,500.
What?
Yep.
You're doing commercial. This is a no-brainer.
Yeah, we're gonna sell some of these things and move them out. A $7,500 Z2. We're gonna get rid of for $5,000.
Man.
$20,000 Eagle 72-inch cut. It's there for $13,500.
Wow. It's the fastest lawnmowers in the world, called Dixie Chopper. Go to dedicated diesel. How would I reach Andy for that?
They can call Andy at 217-328-0562. Visit him at 1313 Triumph Drive in Urbana, or check him out on Dedicated Equipment on Facebook.
You know, with like Lands Inc., we specialize in, we've got an amazing HVAC department that takes care of your furnace, you know, your heat system, air conditioning, they do
pumps,
that.
yeah.
And for us in Underground, we take care of all your pipes that come into your home, leave your home, and work around your home to keep it dry, you know, your drainage system, sump pumps, things like that. And exactly what you said, if you don't know, you know, a couple decades ago, it was more like, oh, something broke, go fix it, repair it, no big deal. Well, now with the technology, we have cameras, like you said, that we can come in on these Orange Comfort Clubs, and we can camera your sewer lines underneath your house and check them out just to make sure they're fine. If there's something wrong with it, we can show you right then. You know, truth is in seeing it.
Yeah.
We show it to you, and then you can plan as a homeowner for making those repairs or dealing with that issue later on. If it's an immediate need, at least you're not caught off surprise.
That sewer camera inspection with a proper clean out. I was just learning more at landsinc.com.
Stevie J here. With Nate Evans of eXp Realty, you'll always get a stress-free sale for the most money.
Sell your home with Nate. Pick the price, pick the day. Go to thenateevansgroup.com.
Sarah Champagne's Ben Quattrone on keeping his employees.
It's got to be the place to work. We have to pay the best. We have to treat people the best. Some of the guys wanted to order pizza the other day. Well, we bought 30 Papa Del's pizzas. BMW had the best month they've ever had. They said, can we have a cookout? Saturday, I cooked like 50 ribeye steaks. And they were expecting like cheese, burgers and hot dogs and stuff. Like, if I'm eating steak, you're eating steak. We both eat steak, we both eat hamburger.
Learn more at sarahchampagne.com.
At Pards in Urbana, the boots just keep on coming. They're known for their huge collection of men's cowboy boots, women's cowgirl boots, kids' boots, and even shoes. If you're searching for top footwear brands, look no further than Pards. They carry a wide variety, including Ariat, Dan Post, Smoky Mountain, Roper, Double H, and more. And if socks or accessories are what you need, they've got all your high-quality essentials. Since 1968, Pards has been serving their customers with high-quality merchandise. And if you haven't been to Pards in a while, a lot has changed. Go check them out just off University Avenue in Urbana.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for East Central Illinois. Champaign-Urbana is Saturday. Pieces and bits of a weather system from the northwest, the southwest, Gulf, and Atlantic moisture, helping to spin up an impressive early autumn weather system up through the Ohio. That'll generate some spells of wind-driven rainfall across the area. Things will quiet down over the course of Halloween and into the early days of November and beyond. For today, mostly cloudy, couple of sprinkles and spots later this morning, a shower for the afternoon, and a few locales, and a high at 58 on an east-northeasterly wind. Occasional rain tonight, and again after midnight comes back in too, with a low down to 45, increasing northeast wind. Rather windy and rainy for the day tomorrow. Rain in the morning, a shower in the afternoon, partly sunny skies, so at 54, and the north wind up to 30 miles per hour. Shower early tomorrow night, low down to 39 with sunshine, and 56 on Thursday. Halloween Friday, partly cloudy but breezy, and 58 in the afternoon. 54 on Saturday, maybe a few sprinkles Sunday into Monday. High temperatures over the back end of the weekend into the middle 50s. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm your host, Greg Solgay.
For over 70 years, Beck's Country Shop has been Central Illinois' premier furniture store. With over 23,000 square feet of showroom filled with quality brands, you'll be sure to find that perfect piece to fit your home. Beck's offers free delivery and removal of your old items. They even sell off the showroom floor, so you don't have to wait for weeks or months. They pride themselves on hassle-free service and quality furniture at fair prices. Located on Route 45 in Urbana, visit Justin or Lance today at Beck's Country Shop Furniture. By the way, they found two of the what they think are four people that stole the jewels, Napoleon's wife's jewels, at the Louvre. Apparently, one guy was at the airport trying to blow town. They can't find the jewels.
You go through the metal detector with all this gold and diamonds in your pocket.
No, I think you have another plan on that.
Oh.
Anyway, maybe they already sold them. Anyway, they're thinking they would break them up. That's what the thinking was. They'd break them up and sell them individually, but they don't know where the jewels are. And if there's two more involved, or three, or whatever the number is, they got to figure out how to find them. And then where are the jewels and will the guys talk?
How about watching Ocean 8 again with Sandra Bullock? I mean, they just took apart the big thing that was on display, and all the little ladies who were involved in the heist wore it out.
Well, I don't know.
I got these new
this
earrings
is
on.
9:30 a.m. on a Sunday, and they had a lift, but there was construction in that area of the Louvre, so they thought they were workers. They get up there, they cut the window open, and then they're able to, in 7 minutes, smash stuff. How do you know there's no alarm?
It was no smashing. It was a blowtorch. They went through the glass.
On the jewels? Uh-huh. 7 minutes.
I know.
Oh, well, I mean, certainly there's an alarm on the jewel case, right?
Think, but if there was some construction and people weren't in that area and it wasn't like...
Yeah, but you'd have encased jewels with alarm.
You'd think.
And you'd have like major television cameras in there right? Apparently not. Right. So that makes you think it's an inside something.
Right.
Somebody knew something. So anyway, they got 2 of them, which I think is amazing.
We were watching Inside the last week after this when the Mona Lisa was stolen, and that dude, and he just felt like it needed to go back to his home country in Italy.
Is that true?
Yeah. Yeah.
They caught it?
He had it for 2 years.
Wow.
I know.
What year is that?
He was 17.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
way back when.
Yeah, that's back when a rock would
But
take you
still,
along.
it was fascinating that he's
get your spear and guard it. Anyway. All right, Diane. Thank you.
Enjoy the day.
That's Diane Ducey. I am Stevie J. Thank you for listening. Meet you tomorrow, God willing. Have a great Tuesday.
Football season has kicked in, and you can bet like a pro with the world's largest sports book at your fingertips. Circus Sports Illinois. It's sports betting the way it should be, with high app limits, low holds, exceptional customer service, and no bet fees ever. Other books may charge you just to get on the field, but with Circus Sports, every play is yours to call. Start betting like a pro from anywhere, anytime in Illinois. Download your new bookie today at circusports.com. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
We've had a guy change his mind about whether he ever wants to drive, so I do have an open seat, and we're looking for the right guy that wants to work, wants to get a good income that's going to be stable and steady, and work at a place that really is a family atmosphere and respects the drivers and wants to work with them.
And this is a place that gets you home for the weekends, and that's unique in the trucking business.
Every weekend. Yep, they're able to run some loads that generate revenue, and we're unique. We pay off a percentage so the driver gets a true measure of what that job's worth based on what the customer pays. So they're able to run some loads and still get home and enjoy their family and have some quality home time.
What about getting hold of you if there is a driver that wants a job with Gale Forex Trucking? What would they do?
They can call the office at 765-793-7131. My direct extension is 4. They can email me at timo@gftlog.com.
Tim Onstadt, Gale Forex Trucking, dedicated diesel.
Dryer shot, honey. I can't fix it this time.
We don't have money in the budget for a new appliance. I just paid off the credit card bill. What the hey?
I'm calling Dick Van Dyke Appliance World. Gonna beat them up on price. Watch this.
Appliance World Sales, this is Paul.
Need a dryer? Not gonna overpay, bud, or I'll go right down the street.
Have a GE electric dryer right here for $50 a month.
Oh, sure, and with interest, I'll pay for it twice, I bet.
Not at all. No interest until 2027.
And to qualify, I'll bet I have to buy a washer and a refrigerator and a range.
Nope, no interest until January 2027 on just the dryer or any purchase over $600 on invoice.
Seriously? Let me guess, no free extended protection like you guys talk about.
Free 10-year extended protection plan is still yours.
Well, wow, I'll be right there. Just one other thing. Can you tell my wife I
beat me up for the deal? Think she's pulling in the parking lot now.
Put us down for the washer too, Paul.
Wow.
Jets Pizza and Stevie J Broadcasting want to send you to the next Fighting Illini home football game. Text Illini to 217-359-2255 and you could be on your way to Geese Memorial Stadium. Stop by Jets Pizza at Neal and Green Street or Round Barn off Springfield and Mattis for their delicious Detroit-style pizza. Text Illini to 217-359-2255 to win tickets for Fighting Illini football from Jets Pizza and Stevie J Broadcasting.
What is most important to you in your life? This is Eric Bolin with Provident Financial Group. Whether you're launching a career, raising a family, planning for retirement, or creating a legacy, we can help. At Provident, we provide strategic thinking and perspective that help clients like you realize their goals. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Provident Financial Group is not a registered broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Service Advisors, Inc.
Want unbeatable prices on your next furniture purchase, but also seeking that local hometown feel? Look no further than Kelsey Furniture in Tuscola. Customers rave about their friendly, established staff, as well as their great selection, amazing prices, and second-to-none delivery service. They're a third-generation local business, and they've always got your best interests at heart. Find the look you love for less. Open 9 to 5 Monday through Saturday, but always available online at kelseyfurniture.com. That's kelseyfurniture.com.
Well, I tell you what, though, A&R has been such an amazing, impactful company. Your grandfather, your dad, you've all gone through stuff. And your secret is what, John?
Well, I mean, you have to trust that you're doing the right thing, first of all. And you got to surround yourself with good people. And I think over the years, we've had some really good people that have been part of A&R. And, you know, we owe a lot of our success, if not all of it, to those people.
Neil, you could say A&R has built a great part of Champaign-Urbana. It's about people. Can you explain the culture, why people would want to work at A&R?
We've had several families where we've gone even 3 generations. And these guys are long-term employees. They want to stay with us. And it's rewarding to know that they want to be with us. We have their backs. They have our backs. And that's a unique perspective, I think, from anybody this day and age.
I'm positive because you're such a solid company. A&R Mechanical, a thriving leader 100 years later.
It's Cybersecurity Awareness Month, and LifeLock is here with tips to help protect your identity. Use strong passwords, set up multi-factor authentication on your